morning, everybody.
Good morning, Mr. Blind.
Very good, well rehearsed. And obviously, good morning and welcome to such a lovely and large group of people at the back as well who've all come to see the Year 6s off. Thank you very much for coming out this morning. We have reached the end of quite a magical year, not just for the 6s, but for everybody in the school, and it's been a tremendously fantastic year. This obviously is quite a special one as far as I'm concerned. For those of you that don't know, these were my metaphorical babies, because they started with me when I first came to the school. We've been on that journey together for the last 7 years, and this is the final product. It's a very good final product. And they are going to turn around and do their thank yous and their farewell. You have been tremendous. You have been brilliant. I will say a few more things about you at the very, very end of all of this, but we know that you have been fantastic. You've been a super, super year group to spend the last 7 years with, okay, and I wish you all the best for the future. But right now, this is all about you celebrating what you've done, what you're going to do, and ending this year. Are you ready, Year 6?
Yes.
We welcome you to our Year 5 and 6 Leaders Assembly. We welcome you. We would like to share some of our memories from this. We would like to share some of our memories from this wonderful school.
My favourite memory at Stannisbourne Primary School was winning the NTSSF football shield. I was in goal and I didn't let a single goal in. The final was 1-0. We had won.
My favourite memory at Stannisbourne Primary School was being vice captain for the cricket team because we came third at the whole county.
My favourite memory from Stannisbourne Primary was at Grafton when Emily was on the top bunk and she claimed she was an injury and nearly fell off the bed.
My favourite memory from Stannisbourne Primary School was when we went to Grafton Water Centre. We went canoeing. Miss Hampton splashed everyone and we all lost our wellies in the wet sand.
My favourite memory at Stannisbourne Primary School is when Prashani and I took a photo of Mr. Carter and made him look evil by making him have red laser eyes. It was hilarious.
My favourite memories at Stannisbourne Primary School was in Year 4 at Comic Relief when I got to throw a wet sponge at Mr. Carter. My other favourite memory is when in Year 6 I got to whack a ball and rounders and sent Mr. Carter tumbling down.
My favourite memory at Stannisbourne Primary School is when we went to the county cricket ground and came second out of 300 schools. I felt relieved and proud of myself. Also, I enjoyed being a young leader as I played with children at lunchtimes. I wouldn't have done this without Mr. Colton.
My favourite memory at Stannisbourne Primary is when me and my friend Hader entered the talent show together.
My favourite memory at Stannisbourne Primary School is when we went to Grafton because I was able to spend a lot of time with my friends. I also had the best birthday ever.
My favourite memories at Stannisbourne Primary School was when we were at Grafton and I was pretending to be Tarzan on the low ropes and I fell into a massive puddle. My other favourite memory was when we went to Holdenby House and pretended to be Victorians.
My favourite memories at Stannisbourne Primary School was when we did food tech because we independently made 3 varieties of food. I also enjoyed when we went to Grafton and did lots of different activities.
My favourite memories at Stannisbourne Primary School is meeting most of my friends. I loved spending time with them and doing different activities. Also, I enjoyed being in Miss Fountain's class and Mr. Carter's class as they are really good teachers. In addition, I enjoyed going to Grafton.
My favourite memory at Stannisbourne Primary was when I made loads of new friends and they always stick with me even when things are rough.
My favourite memory at Stannisbourne Primary School is when we came to school and had to pretend to be Victorians for the day. Also when we went to Grafton Water Centre because we got really wet and muddy.
My favourite memory of Stannisbourne is doing the Viking production and getting a part in it. And I felt really proud and confident while doing it.
My favourite memory at Stanley's Primary School was going to the county ground and coming third and playing against some great cricket players. Ronnie, Abid and some others hit some great sixes and George Townsend almost hit Josh with the ball.
My favourite memory at Stanley's Primary School was when Travis, George, Ronnie and I were making diaper.
My favourite memory at Standards Primary School is when we went to the Gurdwara and the synagogue, and then we have to read with the teacher on the slate.
My favourite memory at Standards Primary School was when the girls' cricket team came first in the town and second in the county. I felt so happy that we'd got so far.
My favourite memory is when I first joined Mr. Chalmers after a couple of months said that we were a lovely bunch.
My favourite memory from Standards Primary School was getting into the girls' cricket team and winning the town championships to go and play at the county ground where we came second. I always enjoyed myself even if we didn't win the matches.
My favourite memories at Standards Primary School was when we went to Grafton and I got to go on a boat. It was amazing because I got to drive the boat. Also, I enjoyed doing Strictly Come Dancing and coming 4th out of 26 schools.
My favourite memory at Standards Primary School is when I slotted Mr. Carr's glove, but everybody laughed.
My favourite memory at Stansbourne Primary School was when we got at Grafton when we got turned on the high roads. It felt like I could fly.
My favourite memory at Stansbourne Primary School was when I went to Grafton and tried new things that I've never done before, such as rock climbing and archery.
My favourite memory at Standards Primary School was when I went to Grafton because we tried different activities such as sailing, canoeing, rock climbing and archery.
My favourite memory at Standards was when I met Mr. Cott and Mr. Chalmers because they're both very funny.
My favourite memory at Standards Primary School is when our cricket team played at the county run and came third. My favourite memory at Standards Primary School is when Mr. Cat is speaking the Scottish accent for the last wolf.
My favourite memory at Stansbourne Primary School when we were building the long ship as Gratian broke the axe. Also, my favourite memory at Grafton was at Grafton Water Centre. I nearly fell in the reservoir.
My favourite memory at Standardsbourne Primary School was when I went on a residential trip with Year 5-6. I was in a room with my 3 best friends, Daniela, Toma and Kassawa. Also, while sailing, I lost my shoe in the mud.
My favourite memory at Standardsbourne Primary School was when I was at Grafton Water Centre, when I was climbing the crates and I almost fell off.
My favourite memory at Stanisban was when we went to Grafton, and actually I was able to hit the cup on my 3rd go.
My favourite memory at Standardsbound Primary School was when I climbed to the top of the climbing wall in Grafton.
My favourite memory is going to Grafton and got rid of my fear of heights, and when Tyler got mud in his face by Mr. Chambers.
Not true.
My favourite memory at Standardsbound Primary School is when I went to Grafton because I conquered my fear of heights.
My favourite memory at Standardsbound Primary School is being captain of the Year 6 cricket team at the county ground, and we came 3rd in the whole county.
My favourite memory was at Grafton when we fell asleep at 2 in the morning. Before we fell asleep, we were messing about and talking. Once Miss Jolly came in our room and told us to sleep, but of course we continued.
My favourite memory at Stansbourne Primary School is when we had an egg box challenge. We needed to make a box and put eggs in them, then drop them from a distance and see how long they lasted.
My favourite memory at Stansbourne Primary School was when we won the NTSS football shield.
My favourite memory at Stansbound Primary School was playing for the school teams because I always enjoyed myself, even if we didn't win. I played in an athletics team, football team, girls' cricket team and a rounders team.
My favourite memory at Stansbourne Primary School is when we went to Grafton and we done the Grafton challenge and Miss Tram threw mud in my face.
Still not true.
My favourite memory at Stansbourne Primary School is at Grafton when we did the Grafton challenge. As on the last obstacle, Mattis climbed on top of the tube instead of going through. We called and got off the field as he managed to not fall off. My favourite memory at Stansbourne Primary School is when me, David and Diamond and Mattis went to Grafton as roommates.
also being picked for the cricket team, the first ever team I got into. We would like to share some of our poems.
Goodbye old school, we'll never forget all the sports we've done, scoring in the net, playing cricket for the team, smashing sixes and fours, getting to the county ground with lots of high scores. Goodbye old school, we'll never forget.
Goodbye old school, what more can we say? The funny jokes, the Viking play, we'll miss it all every day. Leaving you is such a shame. Goodbye, goodbye, that's all we can say. Thank you everyone, you've helped us a lot. Goodbye old school, what more can we say? Goodbye old school, what more can we say? Even though it was tough to beat the Sats in May. Mr. Chalmers' dreadful gags in this year's summer play. My teachers, my friends, we wish we could stay. Goodbye old school, what more can we say? Goodbye old school, we'll miss you a lot. The moments I've had, I will never let the brilliant times rot. Memories flow through me like a blush of happiness. I was never filled with loneliness. This is the time I have to move on. Goodbye old school, we'll miss you a lot.
Goodbye old school, we'll never forget the time we went to Twin Lakes and we got very wet. The best teacher we met in this classroom. Mr. Chalmers was his name, making us laugh is his game. If you can't finish your work, he'll make it end, because he is our best friend. Goodbye old school, we'll never forget.
Goodbye old school, what more can we say? We'll always cherish this last precious day. My mind overflowing with memories, this is my second home. With all my friends, here I was never alone. Goodbye old school, what more can we say?
Now we would like to share our aspirations. When I am older, I want to visit more than 2 countries and write stories or be a journalist. Instead, I like to be a doctor and make sure people are cured. I would mainly work with children. If that doesn't work out, I like to be a teacher as I like English and children.
When I am older, I want to become an author and write and illustrate children's stories. If not, I'd like to come back to Standards Barn and become a teacher.
When I am older, I want to become a doctor and scientist. I love learning about different types of herbs and medicines. I also love learning about our world. If this doesn't work, I would like to travel to Japan and become a manga artist because I'm very good at drawing. I love reading manga and watching different types of anime.
My future aspiration is an artist, or if that doesn't work out, I want to be an animator. I want to be an artist because I love drawing and painting. I want to animate Wallace and Gromit because I think it is really funny and I find it hilarious.
When I grow up, I want to be a comedian or an inventor who invents the fast flying car.
When I am older, I want to be an artist as I love painting and expressing my artistic skills. However, if I don't achieve my goal, I want to be a teacher because I love teaching children.
When I am older, I want to be an athlete, playing all kinds of sports. I have always loved sport and I wish to play for all sorts of teams. If that does not work out, I wish to be an explorer, discovering new species of plants and animals.
When I am older, I want to become a teacher as I love teaching people. If I don't become a teacher, I want to become an Olympic gymnast as I love doing gymnastics every day.
My future goal is to become a trampoline teacher and help young children perform amazing tricks and skills like backdrops and flips.
When I'm older, I want to work with movies or music because I enjoy making videos. If that doesn't work out, I hope to make more YouTube videos and become as successful as some of my favourite YouTubers.
When I am older, I want to be a professional darts player because I'm really good at it and I like playing it. If that does not work out, I want to be a builder.
When I am older, I want to be a professional hockey player. Watching my idols play, such as Khan Lee, Dylan Hartley and Luke Moreau, is amazing. If that doesn't work out, I wish to be an astronaut. Space amuses me. And I love all the planets. Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn,
Uranus, Neptune. And Pluto.
My aspiration is to be a vet so I can help animals. However, if that doesn't work out, I want to be an artist because I love drawing.
My aspiration is to be a part of an animal rescue team. Every animal needs a loving home just like us.
My aspiration is to work with animals. If that does not work out, I would like to be a photographer.
When I'm older, I want to become a doctor because I want to help sick people get better. If that doesn't work for me, I'd like to become a teacher.
When I am older, I want to become a comic artist for Marvel Comics. My aspiration is to become a man who helps people with their technology. However, if that doesn't work out, I want to become a professional cricket player because that is my favourite sport.
When I'm older, I want to be a vet because I love animals and I want to see lots of different animals. If that doesn't work out, I would love to work at a school as a teaching assistant with a funny teacher.
When I'm older, I want to be a vet because I love pets and animals, and because I want to help all of the animals that are injured.
When I'm older, I'd like to be a chemist because I like chemistry and I like mixing stuff and getting a reaction. If that doesn't work, I'd like to be a roboticist and make robots that can help people.
When I am older, I want to be a Broadway actress working on sets for famous and well-known musicals.
When I'm older, I want to be an artist, or I want to be a teacher at Stansbourne Primary School.
When I am older, I want to be a professional rugby player and play for Northampton Saints. As well as playing rugby, I would like to be a police officer.
When I am older, I want to be a footballer or a cricketer. If I don't make it as any of them, I want to coach sport.
When I'm older, I would like to be a doctor or a dentist because I like helping little kids.
My aspiration is to be a professional footballer. However, if not, I'd like to be a fireman.
When I'm older, I want to be a professional footballer. However, if I don't make it, I want to be a sports coach.
When I'm older, I would want to start my own comic company with my friends Tyler, Gretchen, and travel around the world.
When I'm older, I want to be a teacher just like Mr. Carter. I like to teach and I like to learn.
When I am older, I want to travel around the world as a photographer, taking pictures of nature and wildlife. If that doesn't pan out, I would love to become a vet, saving animals' lives and making them better.
When I am older, I want to become a professional robotics professional and make our world easier. Also, I would like to become a comic artist for Marvel Comics.
My aspiration is to be a marine biologist as I have a lot of fish knowledge and want to work with them. If that don't work out, I would like to work with technology.
My future goal is to become a professional sportsman. If that doesn't work out, I want to be a fireman so I can rescue people rather than in danger.
When I'm older, I would like to be a chef, but if that does not work out, I want to work at a school as I want to help younger children. When I'm older, I want to become an athlete and race for Great Britain in 100 metres.
When I'm older, I want to be a roboticist so I can build robots. But if that doesn't happen, I want to be an author because we made our own book in Year 6, which I called North Raid.
When I'm older, I want to be a Ferrari driving instructor because they get paid a lot of money. If that doesn't work out, I'd like to be an engineer.
When I am older, I would like to be a professional cricketer or I want to play for Northampton. When I'm older, I want to be a professional footballer for England girls team. If I don't get into the team, I want to be a teacher so I can be like Mr. Carter.
My future goal is to be a marine biologist because I think the fish are fascinating and there's still lots to discover. If that does not come true, I would like to be a comedian.
When I'm older, I want to live in California and become a vet because I'm good with animals. If that doesn't happen, I would like to become a famous YouTuber like Zoella.
When I am older, I would like to be an author because I love writing. At the same time, I want to be a doctor because I like helping others.
When I'm older, I want to be an artist because I'm really good at drawing. But if that doesn't work out, I want to be a nurse because I want to help people. Now, we would like to sing you a Lever song.
Goodbye to the best school ever seen. We have had a great time, every day it seems. Standards Barn, the school of all my dreams. Time to say goodbye. Now I'm a school leaver, not a trace of doubt in my mind. Goodbye, Barn. I'm a school leaver, time to leave the school behind. Living with so many great memories, days that we cannot ever forget. Twin lakes with our best friends, Bradford water too. Showers, powder, cornforth, Marley too. Time to say goodbye. Now I'm a school leaver, not a trace of doubt in my mind. Goodbye, Barn. I'm a school leaver, time to leave the school behind. We work hard intensely, did our very best. You can be proud of us from our best. Time to say goodbye. Now I'm a school leaver, not a trace of doubt in my mind. Goodbye, Barn. I'm a school leaver, time to leave the school behind. Goodbye.
I'm a school leaver.